Hello friends, welcome back. This is second lecture on module 6 of concrete mix design. We will quickly revise what we have studied in lecture number 1. We have seen what is the difference between concrete mix design and nominal mix concrete. Then factors governing mix design, various methods of expressing proportions and trial mixes. Now in this lecture I am going to discuss about three factors: acceptance criteria, factors causing variations, and field control. Now, first of all, we will see what is acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria means, suppose you have used M20 grade of concrete. So as per nominal mix, proportion should be 1:2, 1.5:3. Means if you use this proportion and cast a cube, that cube should have a strength at 28 days, minimum M20. So how to check that? For that, IS 456 2000 has laid certain clauses. Okay, so that you can say that this mixed concrete or this design mixed concrete is accepted for the use. Now next, what is characteristic strength? Suppose you have casted 100 cubes, then out of which not more than 5%, means out of 100 not more than 5 cubes should not have strength less than 20 MPa. Okay, that is called as characteristic strength. It is defined as not more than 5% of test results are expected to fail. Okay, now in acceptance criteria IS 456 2000, it is given for two types of strength. First is compressive strength and flexural strength. Means you can check that whether the mixed proportion or design mix is having sufficient strength by checking its acceptance criteria. It is given in clause number 16 of IS 456 2000. For flexural strength, suppose you have tested 4 consecutive samples, then their average characteristic strength of 4 samples, it should be or it should exceed characteristic strength by 0.3 Newton per mm square. Okay, if you take average of 4 test samples, now for flexural strength you have to cast beam. Okay, this is first criteria, that average of 4 consecutive samples should exceed the characteristic strength by 0.3 Newton per mm square. Second criteria is for any test result, means if you take number of test result, any test result should not have strength less than 0.3 Newton per mm square as specified characteristic strength. Suppose specified characteristic strength is 30 MPa, then each result should have strength not less than 29.7 MPa. Okay, this is for flexural strength. Now for compressive strength there is a table number 11, characteristic compressive strength compliance requirements. It is again same for grade, you can see here for M15 grade, same there, the 4 consecutive test results should be greater than FCK plus 0.825 into standard deviation. An individual test result should be greater than or equal to FCK minus 3 Newton per mm square. Okay, it is similar to that of flexural strength. Means average should be greater than the characteristic strength, and individual test result should be limited to some criteria. Okay, again for M20, FCK plus 0.825 into standard deviation, or FCK plus 4 Newton per mm square, whichever is greater. In previous case, it is FCK plus 3 Newton per mm square, whichever is greater. That is for 4 average test results. And for individual, it should be greater than or equal to FCK minus 4 Newton per mm square. So this is the acceptance criteria for compressive strength. Suppose you have tested the specimens and they are violating this acceptance criteria, then there is a need to check the mix design. You have to revise the mix design, take the trial mixes, and then you can use it in your construction. Next is factors causing variations. Okay, these are the 4 important factors that are interrelated variables. They are adjusted to give minimum or maximum workability and economy. Now see, by water cement ratio, it expresses the dilution of paste. Cement content varies directly with amount of paste. Then gradation of aggregate is controlled by practical requirement of placing. In brief, you can say that minimum amount of paste is required that will lubricate the mass of fresh concrete, and after hardening it can bind with the aggregate and fill the space between them. So to achieve this, we have to have a good gradation of concrete. We require minimum cement content. Water cement ratio, it is given in IS code. What are the different ranges in IS 456 2000? Also maximum cement content, it is given in same IS code. Gradation of aggregate, this is very important for your project work. For your last year projects, many students directly take the aggregates as a type 2 aggregates. I'm going to talk about in next lectures, but I will briefly tell you that gradation of aggregates, we have to perform tests of sieve analysis, and by using IS 383 you can grade the coarse aggregates. That is, they are of type 2, type 1, type 3 and type 4. Then consistency. Okay, the consistency depends upon your requirement of flashing. Okay, it can be varied depending upon the requirement, and these are the 4 causes factors that are main causes of variation. If you vary them, there will be a different type of concrete you may achieve. Next is field control. Now in field control there is term sampling. Sampling means, suppose you are constructing a slab. Now you have to check whether the concrete that you are going to use, suppose M20 grade, it is having sufficient strength or not. So what you take? You take one sample. Okay. Now for entire 1000, suppose we are considering 1000 square foot of slab. Now for entire 1000 square foot, you cannot take only one sample. Okay. So the amount of sample that you have to take to have field control is called as sampling. Now IS 456 2000 suggests that you should go for random sampling. Okay, spread over entire period of concrete means till the work is finished, for covering all mixing units means covering all the mixers. Next is frequency of sampling. It is given in clause 15.2.2 of IS 456 2000, which is given over in this table. Now what is given in this table? That quantity of concrete and number of samples. Okay, suppose 1 to 1 5 sorry 1 to 5 meter cube work you have to do, then number of samples you have to take is 1. Then 6 to 5 meter cube number of samples you have to take are 2. Then 6 to 30 meter cube 3. 31 to 50 meter cube of work means concrete work, you have to take 4 number of samples. 51 and above, 51 meter cube and above means huge work, you have to take 4 plus 1 additional sample for each additional 50 meter cube. Okay, means 4 plus each 1 additional for each 50 meter cube. There is one note also, at least you have to take one sample for each shift means minimum criteria is that you have to take at least one sample. Also, depending upon the production unit, that is it is continuous such as ready mix concrete, then frequency of sampling may be decided upon supplier and purchaser. Okay, means you can decide how much amount of samples you have to test to check the quality of concrete, if it is satisfying or not. Okay, so this is important table to check or to decide how much frequency of samples one should have to take to check the quality of concrete work. Now next, third point, samples of fresh concrete shall be taken as per IS 1199. Okay, next, test samples, they should be cured for 28 days and tested as per IS 516. Okay, you should read this IS codes and how to take the samples and how to test the concrete specimens or samples. Next is you have to take the average of 3 test samples, and individual variation should not be more than plus or minus 15%. These things are given for field control so that you can achieve a better field control. Also, testing of cement, then testing of different types of aggregates, testing of water, and checking of your concrete mix design by taking trial mixes is also very important for field control. Okay, which type of cement you are using, which type of fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, water also. Also, you have to check the workability. Okay, you may use a slump test. Okay, also in IS 456 2000 there is table depending upon your requirement for which use you have to use the concrete that it is given in IS 456. That is, if you want to use it for road construction, RCC slab, mass concrete, depending upon that workability is given in that table. So you may also check for field control the workability is sufficient or not for particular construction. Okay, suppose we have considered for 1000 square foot slab. Okay, you have to check what is the workability given in IS code, and you may check that it is satisfying or not. Okay, that is from this lecture. These are the references. Okay, I will again say that refer these books, mainly MS Shetty, and also you have to download or you have to use these IS codes. IS 10262, it is for concrete mix design. IS 456, it is for RCC and concrete, and IS 4926. Refer these IS codes. Thank you. If you are having any questions, you may ask in comment, or you can directly contact me. Thank you very much.